Once again, good morning all. Hope you are able to see the screen.
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah. Any questions before we proceed? From last one, we have done up to hold the document and the literature part of open item management. We saw what do you mean by an open item management in the last session. And we saw what do you mean by what is the difference between a full clear, partial clear, and a residual clear, if I'm not wrong, with examples. Correct?
Yes.
So these are the things. So we have created one GL account also, I believe, that is salaries payable account in FS00. I'll just check with whether we created it or not. FS00, yeah, you can see a last account we have created. Salaries payable account, that is nothing but outstanding amount. And we have selected here open item management, outstanding. Yep. Okay. Any questions on this? Any questions? Yes, no.
No, Naveen.
Okay, fine. So today we will see the postings part. So I'll just already we have done single screen postings. We will see first. So here I have mentioned here posted document. So write down post the transactions for open item management. So transaction code for single screen. Already I have given the path, right? Yes or no? Already FB50 posting path I have already given. So I don't want to repeat this. So just you can write the transaction code FB50. So I'm just straight away going / and FB50. So this is single screen posting. So here you need to check UT01. Okay. So here we need to give today's date. So you can check 10/12. And here I would like to give U01 as okay. Document header text, I would like to give it as an open item, right? So open item document 01. So write down here. So cash account debited to salaries payable account. Why salaries payable has been credited here? Can someone explain me? I am just saying that.
Navin, cannot able to see your screen. Are you sharing?
Yes, everybody. Initially, I
can see.
Okay, I will log in again. Okay.
Okay, I'll just stop share once again. I'll share it. Not an issue. Okay.
Yes, now I can able to see. Thanks, Navin.
So we are doing the posting on FB50, right?
FB50.
So
Normally posting a single screen FB50 only, right?
FS00 open item.
Sorry, already we have created, right? So open item. Sorry, we have already created the salaries payable account last week. That's what I have shown, right? Earlier also.
Yes.
We have already created a salaries payable account last week.
Yes.
Open item management, right? Outstanding item we have created, right? So write down the entry. So here, I would like to post the entry. Where is this here? Screen? So open item management. I am posting an entry in FB50 Okay. So I'm posting an entry, salaries account debited to salaries payable account. Clear? Salaries account debited to salaries payable account. You remember this last week we discussed. Full clear, partial clear, and balance clear. So first part, I'm going to do this now. Salary account debited to salaries payable account. Fine. So here, I'll write it as in salaries account. We have created the salaries account number 4,30,000, I believe. Yes. USA salary account. Salary debit. Amount. Okay. Next one, you can write it as in. What is a salaries payable account we have created? What is the account number? Anyone remember? What is salaries payable? Is it expense, revenue?
1700.
Sorry?
1700.
Yeah. What is that? Is it asset, liability?
Liability.
Liability.
Liability. Perfect. So one series we have given it as a liability series. So here you can say 17. Okay. Sundry creditor. Credit, not creditors or credit. So here we have taken 1 lakh. Amount 1 lakh. 1 lakh. The same example.
What is the
Whatever
H?
example? Sorry.
H and is sundry debit?
It's not sundry.
Is
The
debit.
only SAP keyword, that's it. You need to focus on debit and credit.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. SAP term, it's a German term. They have taken S and H. Okay. So next one, you can give it as in 1 lakh and 1 lakh. So we can give business area. Business area. I'll give it as an UHYD. And profit center. U1000. Just write it down. Okay. Just write it down. So we are taking date, reference number, open item, document number 1. So as per your example, whatever example I have provided you, the same example I am taking here. Okay, the same example I'm taking here. So first one, salary account debited to salaries payable account 1 lakh, right? So this account I'm going to do. So once you're done, let me know. Business area, Hyderabad business area. Hyderabad business area. Okay, profit center U1000. So we can simulate and save it. Click on simulate. Click on simulate. Salary account debited to salaries payable account. Okay. Supposed. So here, next line item, we will do it. Second posting, we will do this one. So what I'll do is here, I'll take today's 10th, right? So I'll take for your reference purpose, I'm showing different date 08/2022. Okay. So reference number U02. Write it down as it is. Open item 02. Okay, same. What is the second entry? Salaries account debited to salaries payable account 80,000. So first I'll post all three entries. The next we will see the outgoing clearing. Okay, so your same account. $4,30,000. 4,30,000. 1,70,000. Debit. Credit. Amount 80,000. Write down till here. $80,000, $80,000. $80,000. Business area, I'm going to give it as an UHYD. Business area UHYD. Profit center. We crossed. So same thing, U1000. Okay, simulate and save it. Clear, everyone? Hope you have written this entry. Kindly respond, please.
Yes, Naveen.
Click on simulation button. Click on simulate. You can see salary account debited to salaries payable account. Right? And click on post button. Click on post button. Last entry we will post. That is nothing but the third entry. This one, 60,000. So I'll take next 09, yesterday's date. Okay, so here reference number. I'll take it as an U03. Document header text. Open item 03. Okay, same entry. What is the entry? Salaries account debited to salaries payable account. So same 4,30,000. 4,30,000. Right? Payable account. Salaries payable account. It's a liability. So 1,70,000. On which accounting rule we are crediting it? Salaries payable. Hello. According to which accounting rule we are crediting salaries payable? Hello.
Is this real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes
So is it coming in?
in? Real account.
What is the rule? You said debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Is it going out? What is real account? What is real account? I think we discussed, right? What is real account? The account which deals with all assets and
Liability.
not liabilities.
Mhm.
Only asset. What do you mean by real account? The account which deals with the business assets. So that's the reason if asset is coming in, we will debit it. If asset is going out, we will credit it. But according to which accounting rule we are crediting this? I know why salary has been debited.
It's an expense nominal.
It's expense. What is a it's a nominal account. What is a nominal account rule?
Expenses and losses debit, incomes and revenue credit.
Correct. So then why you are crediting this? According to which accounting rule? Got my question, everyone? So everybody is having a hands-on experience, right, on accounting. So according to which
According to
accounting rule,
nominal account.
what is nominal account rule? Hello.
Yeah,
What is a nominal?
debit expenses
Debit
and
all
losses.
expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains.
So is it an income? Or is it a profit or a gain, whatever you call? Salaries payable, is it a gain?
No,
It expense.
Is it an expense, salaries payable?
No, it's a liability.
Liability it is.
So according to which accounting rule you are crediting it?
so maybe debit what comes in, debit what, credit what goes out.
Debit all expenses,
Mhm.
credit all incomes and gains. Income cash is
So just tell me, salaries payable, is it an income or gain? Or income and gain, whatever you call. My simple straight question, according to which accounting rule, let me finish, which accounting rule you are crediting salaries payable? So you are at client position, client place. So probably he is good at accounting normally. The client end users will be good at accounting normally, right? Whoever does the GL accounting or AP accounting. So you posted one entry, you have configured according to this open item management. You are showing an example. So he says that salary account debited because it's an expense, as you said. So according to nominal, as per him, according to nominal account, debit all expenses. So we are debiting it, no doubt. But why we, according to which accounting rule, you are crediting salaries payable?
It is accrual concept, but I'm not sure what is the accounting rule.
That's what, see, yeah, it's 100% accrual because it's an open item,
Yes.
outstanding, right? But as per which accounting rule, we should know that which accounting rule we are crediting this particular item, this account. I'll explain. Probably you know that, but still. See here, as I said that, what are the three accounts? Again, I'm going back for this particular entry. As I said, whenever it is required, we will go with our manual accounting part. Okay. How many types of account? What is the classification of accounts we have?
Personal account, real account, nominal account.
Personal account.
Real account, nominal.
Okay. I'll go over here. Real account. You all knows, but still I'm taking back again. So nominal account. So again, we are doing, what is personal account?
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out.
See, straight question. What is your name?
Debit the receiver, credit the giver.
Yes, sorry.
But what I'm asking, my question, am I asking the rule of personal account? Am I asking?
no, you're not.
What
Just
I'm asking what is personal account?
in personal
Personal
accounts,
It
nothing but
represents
expenses,
person
individual, organization.
or any
Sorry.
representative. So this rule is applicable if it represents a person or any organization.
Yeah, I'm asking what is personal account? See, simple, very simple, as you said, perfect. The account which deals with persons. What is simple, straight question, what is personal account? The account which deals with persons, that account is known as a personal account. Clear? Okay. What do you mean by an account? I think we done this. What do you mean by an account? What do you mean by an account? Come forward, please don't kill the time. Because whatever you know, just throw it out. If not, we will cover that. What is an account?
Like recording the transaction.
What is accounting then? I think in the initial classes, I have explained this. What is account, accounting, and accountancy differences? Shall we go back again, once again? Yes, no. Anyone knows what do you mean by an account? Everyone knows, but still. Quick.
Navin, account means it is the nature of transaction you define as an account. So if at all it's a personal account
Then
or
what is the difference between accounting and accountancy?
accounting means the nature of the transaction you are recording that in a
Then what is the difference between accounting and journalizing?
generalizing means you are
The art of recording is nothing but a journal or journalizing, correct?
yes.
Then what is accounting then? What is accounting? I'm sorry, I'm pulling your legs, but still. But this is necessary to know, you know better, but still. See here, simple term. What do you mean by, okay. What do you mean by debit and what do you mean by credit? What is debit and what is credit? Fast. Quick. You know this.
Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Right?
Perfect. What is your name?
Sai,
Sai.
BSK.
When I asked your name, you straight away said Sai, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't say that. Why you are named as Sai? You didn't say that.
Yeah.
Right? When I'm asking what is debit, but you are telling what is the rule of debit.
Yeah.
I'm asking what is debit actually. If I know debit, then I'll go to the this one, rule of debit. If I know your name, then I'll ask the reason for your name or meaning for your name. Without knowing your name, I can't ask for meaning of your name. Hope you got my point. Yes.
It's an entry recorded on the left side of the account. No?
Yeah. Yes, not entry recording. I'll tell you. See here, simple. Again, I think I remember that I have explained in the initial classes, starting classes.
Yes, Navin.
Yeah, I remember that, but still I'll explain again. See, simple terminology. I'll go back and I'll go with the basics because this is very, very, very important. If any person, are we going to do any theoretical things? No, but still, as somebody is asking you, see, you will say that debit in the sense a layman is asking, a layman is there and he know account. Probably he's not related to accounting, but they know pretty well, stating that in account will have some debit and credit concept. If he asks you, what do you mean by a debit? Then you can't say that debit the receiver, credit the giver, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, debit all expenses and losses, credit all in. So will he understand that particular thing? Definitely not, right? So for example, before coming to debit and credit, I'll tell you what do you mean by an account? The difference, there is a difference between account, accounting, and there is a concept called accountancy. See here, I'm coming here again. What do you mean by account? So as we know that account in the sense something we will post, we will record, whatever. But in real time, account is nothing but simple terminology. I'll call it as an account is a language of business. A language of business. Why I'm calling it as a language? Why I'm calling it as a language? For example, in our group, for example, everybody knows Hindi, English, and for example, few knows Telugu. For example, in our group, whatever group we are having. So for example, 2 Malayalis has joined in our class. 2 Malayalis. Okay. And they are exchanging. Anyone knows Malayalam here? In this particular section, in this particular class? Hello?
No, Navin.
No, right? Touch wood. No, good, very good. So 2 Malayalis have joined and they are discussing regarding same what is account in Malayalam. Will we understand? Do we understand this, whatever words they are exchanging?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. Why? Why not? What is this? What is Malayalam?
It's a language.
It's a language. Why we won't understand?
We don't know.
We don't know the words or whatever grammar or whatever you call so and so. We don't know that, right? And same time here we know everyone knows mostly Hindi, right? And unfortunately, these two Malayalas doesn't know Hindi or any other than okay. We are exchanging words in Hindi. We are exchanging words in Hindi, and these Malayalis people doesn't know Hindi. So will they follow?
No,
Why? What is Hindi again here?
it's a language.
It's a language. Why these people won't understand?
They don't know.
Same thing. They don't know the words or whatever grammar or whatever vocabulary or whatever it is. These people doesn't know. So here I'm talking Malayalam and Hindi. What we are calling them as a language. What do you mean by language? What do you mean by language?
Means of communication.
Foolish question, right? No. Language is nothing but a communication. Right? Body language. Somebody speak, the people who don't know normal language, then probably they'll try to communicate with their body language, correct? So language is nothing but the way of communication. It could be vocabulary, it could be oral or whatever it is, body or whatever. So here I'm calling it as an account is a language of business. For example, we have some subjects. For example, science. What is science? What is science? Don't say physics, chemistry, biology, zoology. What is science? Yeah, this is SAP class. Why we are doing these things? What is science in general? Please shoot whatever you understood, you know, shoot or else we'll go, whatever I understand. Science is nothing but it's a systematized body of language. See here. Systematized body of language here I'm calling here. What is science? Science is also a language. What kind of language? It's a systematized body. Systematized body in the sense, for example, any particular thing. It could be an electronic item or a human or what we call it, a tree or whatever plantation. Everything is considered as a body. Clear? So if I say some sort of language, a chemical terminology, so same thing if I call it as we are all account students, and unfortunately 2 chemistry students are entered in this particular group and they are new to SAP and they are talking some chemical terminology. Chemical engineers entered into this particular batch and they are exchanging words in chemical terminology like H2O, SO2, something like that. So will we follow? Will we follow if no one is chemistry from here?
No.
Because we doesn't know anything about this particular thing. Same thing. So this is part of sciences, nothing but we have a social sciences, we have normal sciences. So systematized body of language in the sense it is studies. Science is studies about one particular body. That could be anything, fan, your television. Clear? So if they call you chipset, can you please get a chipset? So we are not aware what do you mean by chip, what do you mean by chipset. The same time electronic student is there, will he aware of it or not? Yes, no?
No.
Electronic student I'm saying. The person who belongs to electronic and they were doing some repairing or something of this computer or laptop. So there is a problem with the motherboard and they're asking to get some sort of chipset. One electronic student is asking another electronic student. So if he asks us, common student, chipset in the sense we doesn't know. There are number of materials are thrown on the ground and he has to pick one chipset from them. Different material is there. So can we pick correctly?
No.
How about the electronic student?
He will pick.
Because he know. So here we are talking about systematized body of language, means the person who knows this language who knows the body. See, a mechanic knows whatever system. If you take a two-wheeler mechanic or car mechanic or whoever, only those people will understand their terminology. If you take a doctor terminology is something different from our terminology, right? The communication part, only those people will understand. So same time, two chemistry people, chemical engineers are there in our SAP group, and I have given an entry. What does it mean? What does it mean? Purchased goods for cash. What does it mean? Is it in which language?
English.
English. So normally we understand that. Okay, something we purchased by paying cash, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. But as a commerce student, what you will say for this? As accounting student.
We will write an entry, journal entry.
Correct. Purchases account debited
Yes.
to cash. Okay. So if I give you one more entry, right? What does it mean? What does it mean? Rent account debited to cash account. If we all account students, so what does it mean? I'm not giving any English statement here. I said rent account debited to cash account. What does it mean? What do you understand by this?
Rent paid via cash.
Rent paid via cash. Did I said any statement here?
No.
Any non-accounting student can understand this?
No.
Why? Can I able to communicate with you people with this particular entry?
Yes.
Right? But how about the other people? Can understand this?
No.
No. So here what I said, account is a language of business. If someone asking you, what do you mean by an account? Don't say that it's some recording transactions or something. Can someone mute yourself because it's disturbance? Okay. So here, what do you mean by an account? Anything is nothing but it's a language of business. As I said, science is a systematized body of language, and here account is a language of business. Okay, and which is in T shape, which is in which form? This particular language is, every language will have some sort of grammar, some sort of words, some sort of rules. In the same way, this particular language is having one particular shape, that is T shape. Okay, so it is having T shape, and we call it as an account. And it has two sides. It has two sides, and definitely you know that the left hand side of any account, the left hand side of any account is known as debit side, and the right hand side of any account is known as credit side. So if someone is asking you what they mean by debit and what they mean by credit, debit is nothing but the left hand side of any account is known as a debit, and the right hand side of any account is known as a credit. We are not supposed to say the rules. After that, the accounts, whatever accounts, we call it as an account language of business, and these accounts are broadly classified into three types. As you said, personal account, real account, and nominal account. And each account will have a rule, right? Then you can say that if you're talking something about personal account, then the debit the receiver, credit the giver. If you are if someone is receiving from you, then we'll post them onto debit side. If someone is giving you, then we'll post them into credit side. If you're talking something about real account, so as I said, that real account deals with business assets. If something is coming in, we will debit it. If something is going out from the business, we'll credit it, right? And nominal account, you are preparing a nominal account. Then if business expenses and losses, we will record on the debit side, and incomes and gains we will record on the credit side. Right? What do you mean by an account? Account is a language of business which is in T form or T shape. It has two sides. That is nothing but the left-hand side of any account. Again, I'm telling you, any account, that could be a personal account, real account, nominal account. All the ledger accounts will come from these three accounts only. There are thousands, lakhs of accounts, but any account comes under these three accounts. Okay. The left-hand side of any account is known as debit, and the right-hand side of any account is known as credit. Understood? Any questions on this? Hello?
No, Navik.
Understood now.
Yeah. And here the thing is, then what is the difference between account, accounting, and accountancy? See, this is nothing but a language of this thing. So what do you mean accounting? In the sense, the process of learning. For example, in intermediate, you will start learning of your accounting, and in graduation you will learn, and in MBA you will learn. The process of learning, we'll call it as accounting. The process of learning. So what is how we need to apply the rules, how we need to write the journal entries, how we need to prepare the ledgers, how we need to prepare the trial balance, how we need to prepare the statements, income statements and positional statements, financial reports, how to prepare, right? How to prepare cash flow, funds flow, whatever ratios, whatever process we are learning, that is called accounting. The process of learning is nothing but accounting. Then what do you mean by accountancy? It's nothing but once you are learned and you have finished your graduation or a post graduation in the stream of accounting, so you will get a job on that particular thing, and whatever theoretically you learned, okay, you are going to implement there in a day-to-day your transactions. You are going, whatever you learned, and you are going to implement that. So the real implementation, whatever things you learned, and the real implementation is known as accountancy. Is this clear? Yes, no? Accounting and accountancy. So recording and everything, it's a part in that. That's it. Hello? Any questions on this? I know you know this.
No, Navik.
Right? So why we came to this particular topic, why salaries payable has been credited. So here, our accounting rules, whatever accounting rules, we call it as a traditional classification. Traditional classification of accounting rules, whatever we call personal, real, and nominal. But there is another classification, modern accounting classification. Anyone knows? Anyone knows what do you mean by modern accounting classification? Yes. Say yes.
No, Navik.
See, the temple here, the same three rules only, accounting only, classified into normally. If you go to US, if you ask them nominal, real, personal account, they won't understand. They follow modern accounting classification. In Europe, they follow traditional classification. Clear? So here in modern accounting, the accounts are broadly classified into 5 different types. 5 different types, like asset account. Okay, I'll come with first of all. Expenses account, expense account. Okay. Income account. Next one, asset account. Liability account. Okay. Next one, capital account. So 5 types: expenses account, income account, asset account, liability account, capital account. So modern accounting classification, these are the 5 different types. So how they follow the rules in the sense. So what do you mean by an expense account? Okay. So the first we need to remember that expenses always shows which balance? Debit balance.
Debit balance.
Expenses always shows a debit balance. So what is the rule in the sense? I'm going directly rule. Debit as shows, it always shows a debit balance. So debit increase in expense and credit decrease in expense. Okay. When it comes to income, income always shows which balance?
Credit.
Right. Nominal account rule, same thing, right? Income and expense, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes. So here, incomes always shows credit balance. So what would be the rule? Now, debit, what would be the rule? Income always shows the credit balance. Debit increase or decrease in income? Debit decrease in income and credit increase in income. Next one. Asset always shows which balance?
Debit.
Yes. Debit always shows debit balance. Debit. What is this? Increase in asset.
Debit always shows debit balance. Or
Sorry,
asset.
assets always shows a debit balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You written
Sorry. I'll explain it. Debit increase in asset. Okay. Credit decrease in asset. If asset is decrease, we are selling out the asset, building, right? What would be the entry you will write? On a credit, you are selling an asset on a credit basis to a person called X. So what is the entry you will write? What is the entry you will write? Sold asset, sold building to X on credit. What is the entry we will write? Hello? Kindly respond.
Cash account data to billing.
Array, I'm saying credit and you are saying cash.
Okay.
I'm saying clearly that
Yeah.
building is building, a sold building to X on credit.
sales account data
Why
to
sales?
asset
So
account.
we need to come back. When sales will come? When purchases and sales will come? If you purchased a computer, what is the entry you will write? Purchased a computer for cash. Purchased a computer for cash. What is the journal entry we'll write? Quick, whatever you know, shoot it. So
Is this asset account data to
I'm not
subject?
asking. I'm asking you. You are a commerce graduate or whatever post graduate. I'm asking. I have given one journal entry. Purchased computer for cash.
Purchase account data to cash account.
Purchase account debtor. Again, you are saying debtor.
Debit to cash account.
Then why not computer account debit to cash account?
No, we are doing the purchasing, whatever the things. It is
If you
not.
purchase a computer, then why you are purchasing straight away computer? Why you are writing purchases account debited to cash account? Why we can't? Listen first. Why can't we write cash account debited to computer account debited to cash account?
Okay, we are not maintaining the separate account of computer. We
I
are
have not given anything. Did I mention you are maintaining a separate account of purchases? You are maintaining a separate.
Naveen, we are paying via directly cash, not a credit basis.
Okay, purchased a computer from Y on credit. Then tell me.
Purchase computer from Y
Sorry,
on
sorry,
credit.
sorry.
So you are telling the purchase computer from Y on credit, right?
Purchased computer purchased computer on credit from Y.
Okay, on credit.
What is the entry?
Purchase account data
Purchase
to
account data to Y account.
Why not computer account debited to Y account?
because there will be more purchases.
So what
we
here
are-
computer is clearly mentioned, right?
So whatever purchases, whatever the physically the things we will not represent here as per the accounting standards.
Who said? In which standard? Which accounting standard it is saying that your physical things you are not supposed to show in your entry? Which accounting standard? Which accounting rule?
As per the not sure, but
Have you ever written any entry on computer account debited to cash account or something?
No,
Computer account debited to Y account?
no, we
Or
have not.
machinery account debited to Y account, or machinery account debited to X account, or machinery account debited to cash account? Did you ever written that? Yes.
See, I think when we purchase on credit, we need to write computer account data to Y account, right? From
Okay.
purchase on credits.
Mhm.
So normally, if we are paying by cash, we need to write from purchase account data to cash account.
Which accounting rule?
Sorry?
According to which accounting rule you are saying this?
Real account.
No, did in real account they mentioned if we paid cash, we are not supposed to take asset name. We need to write it as in purchases. If we are purchasing on credit, then we need to take asset name. Anywhere you have read or trained you in that way? Hope my question is clear for everyone. I don't want to confuse you people, but still I want to get the clarity on that particular part.
Not sure, Naveen. Maybe it will delay the time.
No, it's not delayed. Don't say this. Without knowing this, if you do this open item management also, it's absolutely waste.
No, what I'm saying is it is because we are not able to give the right answer.
Maybe I'm just checking whether people are trying, because see, 100% you know this answer according to my sense, but I'm just trying to open your thinking caps. That's it. So straight away it means I wouldn't ask. If I want to say directly, then I wouldn't ask directly. Directly I will show this particular entry here in SAP. Hope you got my point. Don't ever use the term called delayed, because we have already done this. You have already graduated, you are already a post-graduated, you are already having a hands-on experience. So definitely you know this particular idea. Now this thing. So if you are in interview and you are facing an interview as a SAP consultant and with the client, what would be your answer for this? So will you say the same thing? Don't delay. I want answer from you. See, almost all 8 people or 7 people are there. Everybody knows this. Again, I'm telling you.
Yes, but we are not exactly putting.
That's what you need to put that. That's what I want from your efforts. I want that. It's okay, no problem. We will take this particular open item management next session also. But until you don't have this particular knowledge, if I teach this, it's absolutely waste. Means I'm taking you in a wrong direction.
Okay.
Because definitely you are at a client place, definitely they ask you these things. Because always they'll try to pull your legs, because they will consider a consultant as a superhero. Again, I'm telling you, as per my experience. So they will think whatever work they are doing, definitely you will have that idea. They know, they feel that. And that's the reason they will ask you minute questions when you are at client place.
Yes, sir,
If
then
we are not able to say what is debit and credit, they know pretty well that.
yes, what I heard from recent interviews, like most of the interviewers are mostly focusing on the domain experience instead of the SAP. If they have the 20 to 30% of knowledge in SAP consultant, if they're expecting 70 to 80% of domain experience, like as you said, a debit, credit, and asking about the general
That's what,
entries, all those
see,
things.
again, I'm telling you, interviewers, leave it about interviews. But once you visit your, normally if one person like who is having a good grip on accounting and as well as an SAP, then definitely they'll pull your legs on these particular concepts only. According to my experience. And same time, okay, you are cleared with your rounds in the sense, people says that, okay, a cracking interview is not a difficult thing on SAP. Sustaining on the floor is a very challenging thing. Why sustaining? When you have able to crack the interview, why sustaining is a challenging thing? Because we are going with zero knowledge of what we call this accounting knowledge. That is also plays up why people think that, okay, BCom or MCom or MBA, whatever we studied for 40 marks, 80 marks, 90 marks, that's okay, that's fine, we got it. But here, the real-time practical part, definitely you will face this kind of issues. If we doesn't know this, then again, I'm telling you, you know this. That's the reason I want to get from you. I'm trying to get from you people. Or else I don't want to waste my time and your time. If you feel it's a delayed, then it's considered as a waste. Clear. So I can consider why I need to waste time. I can directly complete this particular part and I can go ahead with the next things. Because the day one I made a promise that I will go with the 15% of your manual accountancy also, manual accounting also. So that's the reason. Wherever it's required, definitely I'll spend the time on that. Okay, if somebody's feeling a master, then please leave this particular section, join in the next session. Don't take me wrong. Because the same client asking you, given you salaries account debited to salaries payable account, right? Then why you have credited, why this particular entry has been credited? You are a consultant and we are keeping, as we are domain experience, you are saying 10 years and consulting experience, we are manipulating, we are saying 4 years or something like that. Then how you can, this is a simple entry. According to which accounting rule you have credited this? So domain accounts payable, many people are there here, right? Definitely these are the things we will write in day and day out, posting the entries. Why this has been credited? The same question I asked here also. Yeah, the entry part. Shubhrantika, is it a valid one or not?
Yes, Naveen, I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely, because we are in a position to, we should be, whatever things we are doing, that should be perfection, according to my thing.
Yes.
That we need to do perfect part. So why? Yeah, this is the question, right? Decrease in asset. I'll tell you. There is a difference between goods and an asset. Again, first of all, you need to understand the concept called goods and asset. You said whatever you said, purchases will take at credit or no, nothing like that. So here we need to have a knowledge on what do you mean by a good and what do you mean by an asset. First, you need to have a hairline difference or a thin line difference between a good and an asset. Clear? So what do you mean by a good? What do you mean by an asset? Yes.
Asset is a furniture, machinery.
Don't give me an example. I have number of assets. I'm asking what is the difference? What do you mean by goods then? Furniture cannot be a good. Why furniture is an asset?
Said.
But furniture we cannot use in the business for sales.
Building
No,
is
that is
asset,
not-
sir. Building is an asset.
No, it depends on what is the nature of the business. So if it is
Exactly, that's what I want.
something we buy for our own purpose, or we are buying it for the business purpose.
Correct. See, again, there is that's what I want. As I said, what does the thing is? For example, the things which we purchase, remember this, the things which we purchased, whatever we purchase for resale purpose, whatever we purchase for resale purpose, then it is considered as a goods. Understood? Whatever we purchase for resale purpose, our intention is to resell it. Then whatever, it could be a building, it could be a land, it could be a furniture, it could be a machinery, or whatever it is. If we are purchasing with the intention of resale, then all those considered as a goods. For example, I am a furniture dealer, Lepakshi Furniture, right? And I have purchased table. So why I'll purchase a table? Why I will purchase a table?
For business use.
Resell it.
Did I mean, what is my main business? What is my business?
Furniture business.
What I'll do with buying furniture?
Afterwards, you will resell it.
We will
Resell
resell
it.
it.
I'll resell it. For me, is it an asset or a good?
Good.
Good.
Right? For example, I'm an electronic dealer. I have purchased computers, 10 computers. I'm an
Okay.
electronic dealer. I have purchased 10 computers. So is it an asset or a good?
Electronic dealer, right?
Yes.
Again, he will resell those electronics items, right? Then it's good
I'm
for him.
asking simple question. I'm an electronic dealer. I have purchased 10 computers. So for me, is it a good or an asset?
Good.
Good.
Why I will purchase? My main intention is to sell them, right?
Resell.
10 computers, I need to sell them. Same time, I'm a real estate owner. My business is real estate. I have purchased 10 buildings, or I have purchased a building. What I'll do?
You will sell that.
I'll sell it, right? I won't keep it with me, right? I'll sell it. So is it a good or an asset for me?
Good.
Right? Something which we purchase. Same thing, I have purchased 20 plots. My business is a real estate business. I have purchased an acre of land or 20 plots. So for me, is it an asset or a good?
Good.
Asset,
Right?
asset.
Sorry?
It's
Sorry,
a good.
Naveen, did not get you. Can you please come?
So
See, I am a real estate.
we
My
purchase
business is
the-
real estate. Let me finish. My business is real estate business. And I have purchased a building. Why I'll purchase?
Yeah, it is a good one.
Good.
It's a good because I'll sell it. I have purchased an acre of land or 20 plots. I'm a real estate person. So what I'll do?
We will resell it.
Resell it. So something is resale. Is it an asset or a good?
Goods.
That's it. For example, I am a furniture dealer. I'm a furniture dealer and I have purchased 3 computers. I'm a furniture dealer. What is my business here? Purchase of furniture and sale of furniture. But I have purchased 3 computers. So those 3 computers are goods for me or asset for me?
Asset.
Asset.
Asset. I am a real estate. I'm a same thing. I'm an electronic dealer. I'm an electronic dealer and I have purchased a building.
Asset for him.
Asset.
Understood now? What is the thin line difference between asset and good? So whenever goods are coming, whenever we are concerned as a business, nature of business, we are purchasing something. If goods, then we will write it as a purchases.
No,
Okay.
no, Naveen.
Yes, please.
So just now we told that the purchase of computer, right?
Purchase of computer.
From buy on
Sorry,
credit.
purchased of computer.
Okay.
Computer from Y on credit. 20,000. So what is the entry you will write now? Purchased computer, or I'll write
Computer, we will write it.
purchased computer. Normally you would have got in your intermediate or degree level. Purchased computer from Y on credit.
Yes.
So what he has mentioned here? What you will write the entry? So
Computer account to
why computer? Why not
purchase
purchases?
computer from Y on credit.
Now, why not purchases? See here, whenever in the transaction, the asset name is mentioned, then what does it mean? Who we are purchasing it, right? So our business is not an electronic business. Our business is something different. So that's the reason here it is mentioned as a purchased computer, or else they would have mentioned as purchased goods from Y on credit, 20,000. Understood this? Purchased computer, purchased goods. Right? So here asset name is mentioned. What does it mean actually? So here whoever is purchasing, their business, their intention is not to resell. So whatever, when instead of asset here they are mentioning as in goods, then what does it mean? Their intention is
to resell.
resale. So then that's the reason they mentioned it as in goods. So for this particular entry, we will write it as in computer account debited, okay, to Y account or cash, whatever it is. And how about the next one? So here, what is the entry we will write? So something purchased for resale, right? Then
Yes.
we don't write goods. We are going to write it as a purchases account. Purchases account debited 20,000 to Y. Clear?
Clear, Navin, but
Anyone have a questions on this? How to different? So here, as I said that, sold, see, debit increase in asset, credit decrease in asset. So I mentioned that. I asked question, purchased computer or sold computer to Y on credit. What is the entry?
Y account data to computer.
Y account debited to
Cash account.
cash. Where is the cash? I said credit.
Okay. Computer account.
What is asset account rule? Debit increase in asset, credit decrease in asset. So here Y account debited to computer account. So here you can see what is happening in this particular transaction. What is going out? What is going out from us?
Computer.
Asset is increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
So what is the rule of asset accounting rule? Credit decrease in asset.
Yes.
Right? Then Y. Who is Y? Now who has to pay us?
Y.
Y need to pay us. Y will become what?
Debit.
Debtor.
Data to
That's right. So debtor is nothing but current asset. So asset is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
So what is the rule?
Debit increasing.
Increasing in asset. Clear? So this is your asset accounting rule, right? So next one we have a liability account rule. What is the liabilities always shows which balance?
Credit.
Always shows credit balance. So what is the rule? What is the rule of liability account rule?
Debit decrease, credit increase.
Debit decrease in liability. And credit increase in Correct?
Yes.
Right. So here, see here, when we are not paying salaries, then our liability will be increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase. So as per liability account rule, debit decrease in liability, but we are not paying actually. So we are postpone of payment. So our liability is increasing. So credit increase in liability. So that's the reason we are crediting here. Clear, everyone?
Can you please repeat once?
See here. What is salaries payable?
Liability.
Why? One means we need to pay, right? Still we need to pay. See, for example, we have in the month of December now, right? So November month salary, we need to pay by 30th of November. So till that 30th, it is considered as an expense. Correct? And now we are in the month of December, but still 10th December, but still we have not paid the last month salary. So for December month, in the month of December, whatever salaries we need to pay for the month of November it will become an expense or a liability.
Liability, outstanding.
Outstanding liability, right? Outstanding is nothing but we need to pay, still to pay. So will it be considered as an expense or a liability?
Liability.
Liability. So here liability is increasing for the month of December. November month, it was showing in P&L account as salaries account, because what is the rule of account? Term rule of account, whether the current month expenses or current year expenses, whether we paid it or not, we are supposed to show in our accounts.
Yes.
Correct? That is the rule you follow, GL account or whoever does this. Last month we will do adjustments, right? So what is the provision entries we are going to post on the last month of the day or last quarter of the day or year ending date? What is the entries we'll do? So whatever outstanding, we will make a provision or whatever you call accrual entries.
Yes.
Correct? So what we are going to do for the month of November, we will, what is the rule? First rule, the expenses, whether we paid it or not, that will be shown in account. So in P&L account, we will show it as salaries account, 1 lakh or whatever it is payable. So that amount we will show in our P&L account for the month of November. But for the month of December, what it will become? It will become a liability in your balance sheet as a salaries payable. Right? If you paid in the month of November, will it reflect in your balance sheet of December?
No.
Or November balance sheet?
No.
No. So here what is increasing? Because you are not paid, so your liability is increasing. So that is the reason it is crediting. As per which accounting rule? As per your liability account rule, credit is increase in liability. So that's the reason we are crediting salaries payable account. Understood?
Okay. Okay.
What would be the entry if you are paying in advance prepaid salaries? November month salary, sorry, January month salary, next January month salary, we are paying in the month of December. So what would be the entry? What would be the entry? You are paying next month salary in advance without taking services. So that is nothing but a prepaid salary, right? So is it a liability or an asset?
Asset, prepaid expense.
Asset is increasing or decreasing?
Asset is in
Decreasing.
Decreasing. You are paying in advance.
increasing. Okay.
So what is asset account rule?
Debit increase in asset.
So what you will write the entry then? In the month of December entry, what you are going to write? Prepaid rent account, sorry, salaries account, debited, right? What is decreasing? For the next month, what it is going?
Cash.
You will pay? No cash. We're not going to write it as in prepaid salary, but what it is going to decrease next month?
Salary.
Are we going to pay again in the next month?
No.
We will adjust to next month salaries account, right? So here, what is decreasing for next month? What is
liabilities
Array, listen first. What it is going, see, salaries you are paying. What is salaries?
expense?
Expense, right? So for the next month, are you going to pay again salaries?
No, we already paid.
Right? So what it is decreasing for next month?
Salary.
Nothing but expense is going to decrease.
Yes.
Already you paid, right? So next month we are not going to pay them again. So what is decreasing here?
Liabilities decreasing.
Why liability? Why the concept liability is coming? Salary is your liability?
No, expense.
Expense. So next month what it is going to decrease?
Okay, expense will decrease.
Expense will decrease. So what is the rule of expense account?
Debit
Expense always shows which balance?
Debit all expenses.
increase in expense, credit decrease in expense.
Expense account rule. Expense always shows which balance?
Debit balance.
Debit balance. What is the rule of expense account?
Debit increase in expense, credit decrease in expense.
So here expense is getting decreased or increasing?
Decreased.
So here simple to salaries account. Prepaid salaries account debited to salaries account.
Yes, got it.
Clear this same thing. So that's the reason increase in liability. So liability has been increased. So liability account, we are going on the credit. Salaries payable is nothing but outstanding. It's nothing but current liability. So liability has been increased. So what is the name of the liability? Salaries payable account. Clear everyone?
Yes, Naveen.
Right. So the same thing, we have one more account. You just remember this capital account. Capital account. So what is the capital account rule? Which balance it will show capital? Capital always shows a credit balance because we need to spend a lot of time on accounts. Because capital always shows a credit balance, right? So again, debit. Somebody note it, please. Some noise is coming. Debit, decrease in labs, decrease in capital. Credit, increase in capital. Clear everyone? If you are writing some entry or you are posting some entry as an end user or whoever as a consultant, you need to have a clarity why debiting, why crediting. Okay. You know all this, but the implementation part, we tentatively forget things, the basics. So that's the reason we are covering this. Don't clear everyone. Any questions on this now? The rules and all, goods and asset. What is the difference?
Can you please give the example of the capital account decrease and increase?
Started again. I need to go for next session. We will take why, because what do you mean by capital? Why capital is considered as a liability? Capital is an asset or a liability, expense or income?
It's a liability.
Why?
So we are maintaining it as an expense to run the business.
My simple question, why capital is a liability for us? I'll give you one example. Your own business, you didn't borrow anywhere amount from outsiders. So you have invested your own amount in your own business as a capital. Then why you are showing it as a liability? You are not taken from any outsider, not even a single NP. Why it is considered as a liability?
So anything we are maintaining the amount to run the business. That first of all, that is an expense. We are keeping the investing the money, but we don't know whether we will get the profit or not or loss.
So why you are considering it as a liability? I don't understand the concept. Okay,
Because
you are investing your business, you are running your business,
we are running the business and we spend some amount. Okay,
correct.
but we do not know whether it is coming back or it will go into the loss. So which is why it is showing as a capital as a liability.
What It should
Till the
show as a
time,
loss, right? If you are gaining, then it will show it as a profit. You
Yes.
are getting the loss, then you will show it as a loss. Why liability here? Why you're doing partiality? You can show it as an asset also, right? If you get, you may get profit also. Who knows?
we do not know whether we will get the
That's what. That's
profit.
why you are calling it as a liability. You don't. When you don't know, why you are calling it as a liability then?
I think like when there is a person who will start his own business, so that business will be his like own account. So
Okay.
whatever, if there he brings bank, I mean he brings in any cash amount or he brings in any
It is not bringing.
investment. I mean, if he
No.
invest anything in the business, so it becomes like is a capital, right, for him. So
Yeah,
that is
it's
the
a
reason.
capital, but why we are showing on the liability side of balance sheet? Everyone got my question? Yeah.
Yes,
Listen,
Accounting concept. also my
Capital is always a credit, huh? So
sorry,
like capital is considered as a credit.
as
I
per
don't know what is
Because
capital.
business is different and person is different.
Exactly. See, the thing is, we have accounting rules. There are few concepts, entity
Yes,
concepts.
entity concept, correct.
Correct. And this is one concept called entity concept. We have a going concern concept. Okay. So in entity concept, first thumb rule, what we need to do, what we need to remember is, what we need to remember, the term and thumb rule. Whenever we are starting, there is a concept called, where are we? So on my screen. Okay. There is a concept called entity concept. What do you mean by entity? You will call it as an entity, right? Which entity you are posting the entries? What do you mean by entity? Entity is nothing but a recognition. Entity means what? A recognition. So here, entity means what in the sense here, what is entity concept says is, whenever we are doing accounts, whenever we are doing accounts, clear? We need to remember one particular concept, the basic fundamental of accounting. You know this again. The owner is different from a business. What is business entity concept? What is entity concept? Entity is nothing but, here we call it as a business entity concept. What is business entity concept? Business is different from owner. Business is different from owner. So what does it mean actually? Why we are calling it as a business is separate from owner? What does it mean actually? Why business is separate from owner? Clear? So whenever we are doing accounts, so we will do accounts in the business point of view, not owner point of view. Understood? This is the concept first we need to remember. Business is separate from owner. Okay. When we do accounts, sorry, this typo error. Do accounts. In the, whose point of view we will do the accounts? Business point of view, not owner point. So for example, Naveen started business with cash 10 lakhs. What does it mean? Naveen started business with cash. What does it mean? How many persons are involved in this particular transactions? Hope, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Naveen.
How many persons are involved in this particular transaction?
2.
Who are they?
Navin in business.
Business and market.
Navin comes under what kind of person?
Personal.
Personal,
Sorry,
personal accounts.
why business? Business is what kind of person? So again, to come to this particular point, again, I need to go back to one concept, personal account. What is personal account? You know that this account, the account which deals with persons is nothing but personal account. So how many types of persons? We did this. The persons are class as per the personal account. I'm not going what is personal account, everybody knows now. As per personal account, the persons are classified into 3 types. One is natural person, artificial person, and what is the other one? Third, last but not least. Sorry. What is the third person? Anyone?
Representative.
Yes, representative. A representative person. Okay. Who is natural person? Again, as per accounting, natural persons are nothing but the persons who are natural and involved in, instead of business activities, I'll tell you economic activities. Okay. The persons who are natural, like us, human beings, natural, but they should involve in economic activities. As per accounting, the persons, you are a person, for example, okay, we are a person and we will involve. What do you mean economic activities? Economic activities are nothing but buying and selling, receipts, receipt and payments. Okay, so that is called economic activities. The person who is doing economic activities, and by nature they should be unnatural, like human beings. All human beings are considered as a natural persons, but a mentally retarded person is there. He is also a person, but will they involved in economic activities? Hello. Got my question?
Yes, yes.
So will they involved in any economic activities? A mentally retarded person. Yes, no.
Oh,
So according to accounting, they are not considered as a natural person. Who is a natural person? They are natural, but they should involved in all economic activities, buying and selling, receipt and payment, whatever it is. So if they involve, then as per accounting, they are considered it as a natural persons. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this?
oh, got it.
All we are considered as a natural person. Who are artificial persons? They are not natural. They are not natural, but still involved in all economic activities. Again, artificial persons. Who is an artificial persons? They are not natural like us. They are not natural like us, but still involved in all economic activities. Correct? Then they are considered it as an artificial persons. For example, if I take an example, as last time I took, you paid a college fees. You are working, you are studying in some particular college, and you paid 50,000 of your college fees. So what you will say? What you did with that particular 50,000? What you did with that particular 50,000? Here, please.
We are studying in detail.
What you did with that particular 50,000?
We did not do anything. We just paid.
You did, right? You paid. That is also an activity, right?
Yes.
Whom you paid?
To institute.
College
Yes, college.
or institute, whatever. So does college is taking directly from you? Does college directly taking from you?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are paying.
College will take. Are we able to see the college?
The college will not take, the person will take.
So are you saying I have paid to a clerk or a accountant? Or you are saying I have paid college fees?
College fees.
Why you're not saying to I have paid to accountant or a clerk? Because we are considering, we are paying to college. We are considering college as a person. I have deposited, you have deposited amount in the bank. Where you have deposited? Where you have deposited?
Bank.
Bank. So does bank directly taking from you?
No.
Okay, accountant, cashier or clerk who will take. But are we saying that we have deposited to cashier, we have deposited to accountant, we have deposited to clerk? Are we saying, or we are saying deposited to bank? Hello? Quick, please, we are running short of time.
Yes, we are not directly paying to the bank.
So you are considering bank as a person, right?
Yes.
So they are by law, they are considering it as a person. They are considering it as a person. What are they? Entity. That's the reason we call it as an entity concept. What are they? For example, all like business is an artificial person. Banks, hospitals, educational institutions, etc. Many more, wherever it's directly involved, right? So now you tell me how many persons are involved in this. Naveen started business with cash. How many persons?
One.
One, only one?
No, two. Navina in business.
Business. Naveen is what kind of person?
Natural.
And how about business?
Artificial.
Artificial. So here, what I'm saying is thumb rule again. So now you understood, right? Naveen started business with cash in the sense Naveen is a natural person. Business is an artificial person. So whenever we are doing, so what does it mean actually? Naveen is investing 10 lakhs into business, his business, correct? So again, I'm telling you, whenever you are doing accounts, you need to consider yourself as a business, not the owner. Even though you are the owner, but at the time of doing business, you need to consider yourself as a business, not the owner. Owner is separate person. Owner is separate person. Now, who am I in this? Who are we in this particular transaction? Hello? Who are we in this particular transaction? Naveen or a business?
Business.
We need to consider ourselves as a business. And who is giving money to us?
Naveen.
Naveen, in the form of capital, correct? He is investing. So Naveen is investing on us 10 lakhs rupees, right? So what is our prime job? Somebody is giving cash. So what is your duty? You will keep it with you, or later you need to repay them back.
Repay.
Repay. So something which we need to repay back. Is it an asset or a liability?
Liability.
Understood. Whatever Naveen is investing, ourselves consider as a business. So whatever capital Naveen is investing in us, that we need to repay back to whom again?
To Naveen.
Naveen. So capital is an asset or a liability now?
Liability.
Why? The capital always need to repay back to whom?
Owner.
Owner. So that's the reason capital is considered as a liability. Understood? So if owner investment is giving, so nothing but 10 lakhs he is giving. So our capital is increasing. Out from 10 lakhs, he has taken 2 lakhs for his personal use. Owner has taken for his personal use. So capital is increasing or decreasing? From 10 lakhs, owner has taken 2 lakhs. What is my capital now?
8 lakhs.
8 lakhs. The capital is increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
So what is accounting rule? Capital account rule. Debit decrease in
Decrease, great increase.
credit increase in capital. So you understood now why capital is a liability for us?
Got it.
Yes, Naveen.
Right? So that is the reason, as per the entity, business entity concept, owner is different from business. So we always consider, we need to consider ourselves as a business. So whatever amount owner is investing in us, that we need to repay back. So something which we need to repay back, then that is considered as a liability. So that's the reason capital is considering as a liability. Hope it's clear, everyone now.
So first one is 1 lakh, second.
Hello? Any questions?
Yes, Naveen, it's clear.
Okay. So where are we now? Where are we? Any questions still here? So this one we are writing, right? 60,000 and 60,000. Write down this. People are getting dropped because of accounting concepts.
No, it's interesting actually. Without which going is tough. We should know all these concepts.
Without
Then only we can make the difference at the time of interview and at the time of real time.
just write it down. One second, give me a second time.
So Naveen, we discussed about the modern accounting classification as of now. Regarding the traditional accounting classification,
Sorry, I didn't get you.
so we discussed as of now regarding the modern accounting
This
classifications.
particular entry will come under personal account. To whom you need to pay? Employee. You are
Employee,
liable to pay employee. Employee comes under what kind of?
personal.
Personal. That's it.
No, what I'm saying is modern accounting classification we discussed.
Mhm.
Okay, about the traditional accounting classification.
Personal, real, nominal account. You've already, right?
Oh, that one comes under
Yeah.
personal. Okay, okay.
Give me a second time.
Oh.
I'll be back. Hello. Able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Right now. 60,000, 60,000. Business area same. Hyderabad business area. Hyderabad business area. And profit center U1000. Please mute it. Okay, click on simulate. Click on simulate, post. Okay, so now we will see the GL line items. Right on. Next step. Right on. Next step, reports. Okay. Right on. Display or change. Display or change. Display or change line items. Write down the path. SAP menu. Okay. SAP menu. Accounting. Accounting. Financial accounting. General ledger. Account. Display or change line items. Transaction code FBL3N. Transaction code FBL3N. So I'll open another screen. SAP menu, I'll repeat. SAP menu. Accounting. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. So we are doing general ledger module, GL module. All the reports will be there in account. So we need to click on account. So here you need to select FBL3N. Okay, FBL3N. Display or change line items. Display or change line items. Okay. So here our GL account is open item management. We have taken salaries payable account. So 1,70,000. 1,70,000. Write down. Give your company code UT01. Okay. So we have a 3 radio buttons here. We have a 3 radio buttons. First one is open item, items, cleared items, and all items. Okay. Open items. Open item means, what do you mean by open items? Which is nothing but outstanding, not yet paid or not yet cleared. Clear? So those are comes under open item. Clear? Open item means what?
Outstanding.
Outstanding, right? Clear. All item means cleared item in the sense which we paid or we cleared. Okay. Cleared in the sense, what does it mean? It could be paid or it could be cleared manually. Then that will show under cleared items. All items in the sense what? Which is a combination of your all outstanding items and your cleared items. Clear? All items in the sense, it already we have seen noted item, parked item last sessions, right? So here cleared item and open item, right? So here I would like to see open items and note it down, GL account number 1,70,000. So select radio button, open item, and till which date you want to see. So till today's date I want to see. So 10/12. So I don't want to select anything. It should be a normal items only. Okay, open item with today's date. So for this particular, which GL account you want to view open items? So write it down. So click on execute. Click on execute. Click on execute. You can see. One lakh 80 and 60. So total 2,40,000 outstanding. 10th date, 8th date, 9th date. Okay. So this is the traditional report, we call it as an. Why in the sense? So we can't see the ledger wise balances here in this. And same time, we can't see segment wise and profit center wise reporting in this particular format. So this report is considered as an old report or traditional report. Clear? So this is the disadvantage with the traditional report. So to overcome this, SAP came up with a new report that I'll show you. You can write new report. It's a new report format. New report, you can write it as an. So path same as above. Path same as above. Till account.
What we need to write the header?
Same. To view open items in new reporting format.
To view
Reporting format. Okay, path same as above till account. From there, select display or change items, change line items. See here, change items within the bracket. You can write it as a new.
Sorry, 1 minute. To view open items in new reporting class.
Correct. Path same as above till account. Till account. And from there, select display or change items. Display or change items. Transaction code FAGLL03. FAGLL03. FAGLL03.
Navin, just can you please stay, go up once? Just
Sorry.
so I just wanted to write the first point, the create open item. Just for 2 minutes. Up, create open item.
Where is the create open item?
First point. First point.
To view open items in ledger wise.
Not this one. This one. Yeah.
No, I'll share the recording, right? You at that particular point of time, you can write it if something is missed.
So you mentioned the display or change line item, but here to view the open item ledger wise. That means the same.
I didn't get you. What do you mean by that?
Display or change the line item we have. I wrote here, but the first point.
It's the same. It's the same. Here you can find right display or change items here. I am just giving for your understanding to view the open items ledger wise new reporting format, old report format. It's only English I have mentioned, not technique.
Okay.
So here, this is the one FAGLL03. Okay. So ledger wise, we can view it. Display change. Okay. So the same thing, 1,70,000. So I'll go with all items now. I'll go with the all items. 1,70,000 ledger account and today's date. Okay. So zero ledger by default, it will take. and click on execute. Click on execute. So here it is showing ledger, 0 ledger, ledger wise asset. So here you can see business area wise, okay, profit center wise data and segment. Right here, ledger wise in the sense, nothing but you can see here 0 ledger. Right? What is the additional you have got in this? In the sense, you can view the report business area wise, profit center wise, and segment wise. So here, for example, I don't want to see in 0 ledger. Hope you understood, right? What I want to share. So here, so we have a leading ledger and non-leading ledger concept. So in the leading ledger, by default, it is showing leading ledger, 0 ledger, right? And we are able to view the report as per the ledger wise asset. So we are able to see the business area. We are able to see the profit center and segment, right? So here I don't want to see in 0 ledger, standard ledger. I want to view with UX ledger, nothing but IFRS ledger. So what you can do is, okay, here, okay. So what is the other ledger we have? What is the other ledger we have? So here, select here the option, choose ledger. So whatever ledger you want, you can give here. UX ledger. So you can see. Click on execute. So as per my IFRS, this is my ledger report. And other ledger, we have UI. I think UI is not working for us, but still. So select choose ledger. In your real time also, you can see UI. You can see any ledger balances. Okay, any questions on this? So you can see here ledger report, UI ledger. Yes, no.
No.
Okay, so what we will do is we'll continue tomorrow the payment part, the clearing part, full clearing, partial clearing, and residual clearing, and go through these accounting concepts if possible. So we have done up to here. So we are going to see tomorrow's session, GL outgoing payment. Okay, and along with that, incoming payment also. Any questions on this?
No, Naveen.
Okay, thanks a lot. See you in tomorrow's session.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.